Good morning. We want to welcome you this morning to our Drainage District Board of Directors meeting for today, November 1st, 2016. President R, Commissioner Cuellar, Precinct 1, Commissioner Cantu, Precinct 2, Commissioner Flores, Precinct 3, and myself. We have a quorum. Please join us in prayer.
Thank you, Judge. Great. Let us pray. Father God, we give you thanks for another great day that you've given us. Thank you for the cool weather that you keep bringing before us, Lord. Continue to be with us, Lord, as we carry out our duties today. Continue to be with this board that you appointed, this judge and the commissioners here, Lord. Continue to provide them wisdom, discernment, and peace on all the decisions that they make, for we know they want what is best for Hidalgo County, Lord. Continue to provide the same wisdom to myself, my staff, and the rest of the leaders of this county, all the workers of this great county, Lord. Watch over them, their families as well, Lord, so they may be able to work to their full potential as if they're working for you, Lord. Thank you for your son, Jesus, and it's in his name that I pray. Amen. Amen.
Amen. Did anyone sign up? No one having signed up for open forum. Is there any concerns with the consent agenda?
No concerns that I know of, Judge. Everything's in order.
Need a motion to approve?
Motion approved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 5.
Thank you. Item 5, nothing to report today, Judge. Just moving forward with everything that we've been talking about in the last few months, so nothing to add right now.
All right, sir. Let's move on to item 6.
Thank you. Regards to approval of work authorization number 7 to agreement number ACDD 1-16-008-02-12 in the amount of $17,400 with Urban Infrastructure Group, Inc. as it relates to Precinct 1, mile 13 and a half and 1015 area drainage improvement project.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 7, request approval of payment to AT&T for claim for damages in the amount of $1,370.44 for an underground utility line that was cut along the ditch on South Goodwin Road, Mission, Texas.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Item 8, request approval to issue payment on application number 7 in the amount of $67,568.58 Texas Cordia Construction related to construction contract number ACDD 1-15-00907-22A, Precinct 4, Hohen Road Area Drainage and Road Improvements. Project engineer, Dos Logistics.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Item 9, approval of 2017 holiday schedule. Just for the record, we are following the county schedule, and I'll read it in for the record. It will be January 2nd, 2017, January 16, Martin Luther King Day, January 16, 2017, President's Day, February 20th, 2017, Good Friday, April 14, 2017, Memorial Day, May 29, 2017, Independence Day, July the 4th, 2017, Labor Day, September 4th, 2017, Columbus Day, October 9, 2017, Veterans Day will be November 10th, 2017, the holiday. Thanksgiving will be November 23rd and 24th, 2017. Christmas will be December 25th and 26th, 2017. And then New Year's Eve will be taken on January 1st, 2018.
What? Everything good?
Everything good to me? Just missing Cesar Chavez Day, but maybe one day
Move for approval.
maybe we'll work on that next year.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Okay.
But I would seriously on that. I've talked about it with my staff. One of the issues is sometimes they don't want to be off on a day that nobody else is off on. Maybe we can find out from staff if they would like to be off on Cesar Chavez Day.
I think it'd be a good recognized holiday. I mean, it is. I know
It's
we
better
follow the
than
federal
Columbus Day.
recognized holidays, but we can get with
See if staff would like
Of
would
course.
prefer it. I guess.
look at balancing one of them out. Yes, sir. We can do that. Concurrence and approval of plans from TxDOT for proposed street improvements to City of FAR, Owasso Road, CSJ number 09210214. This is a concurrence to move forward with that project. It's in order.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Judge, on item 11, Would like to wait to present this item after executive session. So, if we can go ahead and move to item 12 and go to closed session, please.
You know, I have a different agenda. I think maybe mine was prepared. All right, you're in what number?
Item 11, sir. If we can come back after closed session, and then the board can take that item up. If it's okay with the board.
No problem with me.
You want to go with closed
That'll be
session?
fine.
Great. Then we'll move to closed session, Judge, please.
All right, pursuant to 551, 071, and 072 of the Texas Government Code, need a motion to proceed to executive session.
So moved. Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. All right, we are back in open session.
Thank you, Judge. Open session, item A, real estate acquisition, no action. Open B, pending potential litigation, no action. And then C, 13C will proceed as directed. And then if we can go ahead and move to item 11, Judge.
11A,
11A, pursuant to the current letter of engagement with the lead firm, acceptance of the firm final report to the original work assignment as specified in the original letter of engagement for the professional legal services review and report agreement between Hidalgo County Drainage District Number 1 and Intech Corporation. Great action on that, sir, please.
I need a motion to accept this final report.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 11B, there will be no action at this time.
You're going to be proceeding as directed.
Yes, proceeding as directed.
All right, sir. Need a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. At this time, we're going to be convening our regular meeting of the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court, set for today, November the 1st, 2016. Present are Commissioner Cuellar, Precinct 1, Commissioner Cantu, Precinct 2, Commissioner Flores, Precinct 3, and myself. We have a quorum. Please join us in our Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we come together today for the good of the citizens of Hidalgo County. Please give us your wisdom as we make decisions that will affect them today and in the years to come. Help us to work together, recognizing that each of us are here because we want what is best for the county of Hidalgo. We ask for your blessing and your guidance, and in your name we pray. Amen.
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 Any concerns for the consent agenda?
Yes, Judge, if we could take action on the consent agenda with the exceptions of item 4C, 8B, 8G, and 8L.
That's my move.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 4C is a point of information. The sale asset fund is 1303 as opposed to 1342 as stated on the agenda. So the correction is 1303 versus 1342.
Move for approval.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Ms. Marty, you have 8B, 8G, and 8L.
Yes. 8B is approval of the last one-year extension option for Hidalgo County for the contract with Heritage Crystal Clean Incorporated, used oil filters and antifreeze pickup services subject to compliance with Form 1295. That was the concern, that it wasn't there, but late yesterday afternoon, the 1295 was emailed to Ms. Monica to attach. So it would be recommending subject to compliance.
That's my move.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
On item G, this is request by Buddy Silva, Director of the Hidalgo County Juvenile Probation Department, to permit the Hidalgo County Purchasing Department to conduct limited procurement services for professional physician services for the juvenile detention and boot camp facilities, such as to advertise, distribute packets, receive SOQs, and then with the evaluation, grading, ranking, and engagement to be completed by the Juvenile Board of Judges. The point by the auditor's concern is that right now we have the term of payment as once a month. There have been instances in the past where the physician has asked for dual payments, 15th and 30th. It would. The only reason I brought it to court was I think it's up to you or the Board of Judges to accept the final negotiated contract. We certainly are going to recommend that it would be facilitate for the auditor's office that it be once a month payment. But this would be to the extent that we would be dealing with this project as the final decision is done by the Board of Judges. So I recommend approval with that recommendation.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item I, this is authority to exercise a final one-year extension option for Hidalgo County Health. L, pardon me, it's L, you're correct. For Health and Human Services for the indigent health care computer software under same rates, terms, and conditions. The concern was the $12.95. We received it this morning from Ms. Irene Sarmiento. It was sent on to Ms. Monica. I don't know if she'd already left to come over here, but nonetheless, I'd be recommending subject to the $12.95 compliance.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
That's all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Judge, Commissioners, with your permission, we have a couple of items that we need to take out of order. The first one, and I'd like for the court to take out of order so we can get it at the front end, is item 10A. We did this, Judge, you did this last year, Commissioners. Item 10A under Health and Human Services Department, Mr. Olivares.
Judge, Commissioners, good morning.
Not a judge.
Well, I tell you what, it is that time of year where we need to look at getting flu vaccines. The judge every year is the first one that will call, and he actually has been calling us his office has been calling for about a month to coordinate this event so he can get his annual flu vaccination. As you know, in the United States, about 23,000 people a year die from flu-complicated illnesses. And it's something that impacts us every year. Last year, I think we had like 12 people who died from influenza here in the county or related to it. And so for us, and every year, the judge asks for Ms. Nelda Mendez. Nelda's coming forward. She is she has a very light, no, she really, honest to God, does. And I get my vaccine every year from her, and all my other vaccines from her. And she is a coordinator for immunization. Just to give you some basic facts, Nelda oversees her team. Last year we did over 435,000, nearly 500,000 vaccinations throughout Hidalgo County. In our partnership with more than 210 physicians that are our partners locally for the Texas Vaccination for Children's program. And Ms. Mendez, you ready? No, getting ready? Okay. Ms. Mendez and her team are the ones that monitor that. Also, we're the ones that monitor close to $1 million worth of vaccination. We actually have a very detailed computer system that keeps inventory of all that vaccine. And so despite the fact that there's this thinking in the United States currently that vaccinations cause autism, cause other illnesses, it's been disproven many, many, many times scientifically. The safest thing is vaccinations prevent many, many illnesses, flu being one of them, along with measles and diphtheria and tetanus and some of the other illnesses that are out there. It's interesting because you go to some third world countries and they're begging to get access to vaccines. And here in the U.S., we take it for granted, and there's some people who don't feel they need them until they get sick. So, but I think we're good. Nelda, you ready? Judge, how do you want to do this? Judge, we got a chair. Maybe one day we'll get Mr. Guerra to volunteer. All right. We'll get you too. Judge, you want to come forward?
You sit him down, he might faint.
No, actually, let me tell you the story about that. We've done vaccinations.
Dile que venga para acá.
Nelda, can you go back over there behind it?
You don't have a little chair to
Well, get Mr. Cecina up front here. They're
We
great.
need to do our part to raise public awareness of the,
Yes.
for a flu shot during flu season.
And last week, we got to thank the Department of Human Services with Direne and Lulu and Rick, along with Insurance Department with Flora and all her team, and along with some of our folks. We had the health fair last week for the county. We had over 400 employees participated, and we gave several hundred flu shots there. Several of our employees, and then we're working closely with the Sheriff's Department. I know we're working with Sheriff's Department and scheduling vaccinations for them, along with some of the other folks. So here we go.
I hope it's the right kind of vaccine.
That's it. Done. You got it, Nilda?
I got it.
That's it. Look at that. Way to go.
And he's still standing.
No, actually, I could tell you stories where we've done vaccinations where you'll have the biggest firefighter or the biggest police officer, 6'5", 300 pounds.
I'll have.
Dying. And of course, she needs to have you to sign the right paperwork, so that's all involved. But we want to thank you, Judge, for this, because it's important that we let the public know, especially our senior citizens and our very young population and anyone who has immune-compromised illness. It's very important that we look at these areas, that we look at this. So we'll go from there.
Can you see me?
So, Judge, would you grant me permission, sir, to I only have 2 more items on here, if you allow me to finish these out, sir?
Go ahead, Eddie.
Okay, so I'm going to go item B is perinatal FY approval of certification of revenues as certified by county auditor for the program income generated by perinatal FY16 grant program.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2 is approval of 2016 appropriations of funds in the amount of $437.05.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item C, sir, is Child Health FY16 approval certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor for program income generated from Child Health FY16 program.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And item 2 is approval of 2016 appropriation of funds in the amount of $57.82.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Sir, item D, Healthcare Funding District, and item E, Indigent Healthcare Program. There is no action or items unless you have any questions.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day. Thank you very much. And if anyone else is interested in a flu vaccination program for your precinct or your office, call us and we'll be happy to coordinate one with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Olivares.
Thank you, Eddie.
Judge,
At this time,
I'm sorry, and we just had one other item, which was for Commissioner.
oh yeah, 18A?
Yes, sir, 18A.
All right, we're going to be proceeding to 18A.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Morning,
Item
sir.
18A is a resolution expressing Hidalgo County support for the McAllen Public Utilities Regional Water Transmission Line project. This morning, we have with us one of the board members and one of the staff members. If they could please join us, Mr. Williams and Mr. Rodriguez. We've worked together to bring this resolution to you, and I'll read it, and afterwards I'll have Mr. Williams say a few words about the project as well. But the resolution reads, whereas potable water is a precious and vital commodity necessary to support human life, critical to economic development and for the general benefit of all communities, and whereas the Rio Grande River is the most viable source of raw water for the residents of the Lower Rio Grande Valley, and whereas Hidalgo County recognizes the importance of a reliable source of potable water for their residents, which will result in promoting tourism and support economic development opportunities for our region, and whereas McAllen Public Utility has made strategic investments to ensure the availability and reliability of potable water for its service area. And whereas McAllen Public Utility has been successful in planning and programming capital improvements to achieve the availability of future potable water treatment capacities for the benefit of its ratepayers. And whereas McAllen Public Utility wishes to provide support to other water utility entities in the Rio Grande Valley by creating a partnership that will result in mutual benefit. And whereas this can be accomplished by the extension of a potable water transmission line through various communities located immediately east of McAllen Public Utilities service area. And whereas funding for this type of project may be available through various federal and state agencies, including but not limited to the Texas Water Development Board. And whereas Hidalgo County recognizes that the development and construction of a project of this nature will have a tremendous positive economic impact on both job creation and economic growth to their service area. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Hidalgo County Commissioner Court hereby unanimously expresses its strong support and willingness to partner with McAllen Public Utility as it works to determine the feasibility of constructing a regional potable water transmission line to the east of its current service area. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Williams to say a few words.
Thanks for having us, Judge,
Morning.
Commissioners, Counselor, for having us this morning. Thank you for not passing out, Judge. You made me a little queasy back there. And the color of my shirt has absolutely no significance whatsoever as far as being an Aggie shirt. Especially LSU plays them sometimes later this year. But at any rate, having said that, the resolution speaks for itself. McAllen has for years looked at doing projects in which we want to support and help our adjoining cities have potable water, not only for sanitary safety needs, but also for economic growth. And we wanted to start with the county. This is nothing more than planting a seed. We think we can work as a region going toward our governing bodies up in Austin to help us with projects to help meet our needs here in South Texas. And we wanted to start with the county and get your blessings and okays before we move forward to doing more money and feasibility studies. But that's why we're here today, and we appreciate your time in doing so, and be happy to answer any questions. J.J. Rodriguez with our staff, assistant manager, is with me this morning, so that's why we're here.
Thank you.
The resolution speaks for itself.
Make a motion to approve the resolution.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you very kindly.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you now, Judge.
All right, move back to item number 5A. Mr. Leo.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners. We're going to take no action on this item at this time. Just an FYI, we're still doing the vetting process. We have a meeting scheduled with the City of FAR, EDC, and representatives from the company tomorrow. And I think once we have that, then we'll go ahead and come back, and if the court would like to consider the letter at that time.
All right. Item 6, Constable, 6A, Precinct 1.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Martin Blanco, Constable's Office, Precinct Number 1. I have a discussion, consideration, and approval to appoint the following as reserve deputies constable by Constable Celestino Avila Jr., Constable Precinct 1, in accordance with the Texas Local Government Code, Section 86.012. Mario Garcia.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Brandon Solis.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
And Oscar E. Limas.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Precinct 3.
Good morning, Commissioner, Judge, Chief Deputy Gonzalez with Precinct 3 Constable's Office.
Morning, sir.
Today we have authorization and approval to enter into an interlocal agreement between Hidalgo County Precinct 3 Department and the Sullivan City Department for the transfer and acceptance of one 2004 Ford F-150 pickup pursuant to Chapter 59 of the Code of Criminal Procedure.
Move for approval. Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Authorization, approval, and acceptance of the interlocal agreement between Hidalgo County Constable's Office Precinct 3 Department and the Sullivan City Police Department for one 2004 Ford F-150 pickup.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Authorization and approval to surplus one 2004 Ford F-150 pickup, asset number 56523, and have it removed from the Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 3 fixed asset inventory list of equipment.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Item 7A, Tax Office.
Judge, Commissioners, I don't see anyone from Tax Office in the audience, but this is a continuing process with respect to our scofflaw. The Tax Office is requesting consideration and approval to execute an interlocal agreement between the County of Hidalgo and the City of Weslaco for implementation of scofflaw procedures and processes for vehicle registration denial services.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 8A, Judge, Commissioners, I have a standing item, which is the presentation, discussion, and consideration and action, if necessary, including but not limited to the following, which is update on ongoing county-owned building construction, relocation, and renovation repair projects. Judge, Commissioners, as an update to the chiller project or replacement at the courthouse, we did have a bit of a delay at the courthouse, so the anticipated startup date of yesterday for the chiller did not come to fruition. We anticipate, given the delay that we had, we anticipate the final connections to be completed by the end of today or no later than tomorrow morning, 10:11 a.m. Thereafter, there will be a test check on the system. With respect to that test, once that's completed, there will be the insulation wrap that is required on the piping, and so we are very hopeful that by Thursday late afternoon we will be turning on the second chiller to aid the one chiller that is currently working at the courthouse. We're hoping that everything will be back online Friday. And everything back up to par at the courthouse. Currently, the chiller system as it stands, we have two chillers at the courthouse that operate all 5 floors. They are integrated with each other. The one chiller that is operational right now is in essence taking care of the newer side of the courthouse. That cool air is being drawn via some industrial-sized fans to the rest of the building itself, the courthouse. While I can't say that it is optimum with respect to the conditions out there, it is not uncomfortable to say, but we are monitoring the situation. But again, we should have everything operational back online by Friday of this week. Judge, Commissioners, I don't have any emergency situations occurring since the last agenda itself.
All right, so go ahead.
Item B, requesting permission by the Edinburgh Chamber of Commerce to use the county square for the following event. It is their Knights of Light Parade on Friday, December 2nd, 2016, and that will be held in the evening.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Judge, Commissioners, I'm requesting approval of reimbursement to Mr. Tomas Salazar, the amount of $7.03. This was for the purchase of a needed light bulb in one of our county units.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item D, I'm asking the court's consideration and action to authorize myself as executive officer to sign waiver of priority purchase right documents regarding potential sale of state-owned property via text file documents.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And Judge, Commissioners, you do have before you the approval of the 2017 holiday schedule.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you very much. Mr. Silguero?
Morning, Judge, Commissioners. Raul Silguero for representing Human Resources. Item 9A, juvenile detention and juvenile direct supervision. Item 1, requesting waiver of the budget amendment policy for personnel-related amendments.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye. Aye. Aye, motion carries.
And item 2 is discussion, consideration, approval of the following personnel actions. A little background, we're simply funding longevity pay for a position that a person was promoted into slot 7124 from slot 7925. It's a grant position, and the grant does not allow for longevity pay. Since we have longevity pay in the county, we have to create a slot in the general fund. So the person will be paid from the grant, her salary, or his salary, and the longevity from the general fund. So the item is to remove longevity from, it already existed in another account, from slot 7925 in the amount of 480, and create slot 7124 for the longevity in the amount of $480.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 3 is approval of the transfer, interdepartmental transfer.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And item 4 is approval to revise the salary schedule in accordance with the Commissioner's Court action.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
That's all I have. Thank you,
Thank
Judge,
you, sir.
Commissioners.
Thank you.
Item 11, our fire marshal.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Eric Chief Sanchez with the Fire Marshal's Office. Item number 57136, adoption of the Hidalgo County emergency policy. There's a clarification on here. We had planned policy, but it is policy. And basically what we come here, there's a countywide policy for all the buildings occupied by county employees. The emergency action plan will follow. That's where the Fire Marshal's Office, accompanied with the Office of Emergency Management, Safety, and Facilities Management, will come together to make an individual emergency action plan per department, per building, so we can evacuate. But this is the overall policy for the evacuation in lieu of current events happening throughout the nation as far as bomb threats, safety threats to the county buildings and other buildings where the public is accessible. That's why this plan was this policy was created and put into place. We'll take a proactive approach to the life safety aspects for all the constituents of Hidalgo County as well as all of our employees.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Item 12, adult probation.
I'll go ahead and take item.
Go ahead, Bud.
I'll go ahead and take item 12, Judge. This is for their DWI court, which is Fund 1289. They're asking approval of certification of revenues by the county auditor for the DWI grant program income. The amount is $2,399.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
For that same DWI court, they're asking the appropriation of the DWI program income in the amount of $2,399.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 12B, again for DWI Court Fund 1289, they're asking approval of certification of revenues by the county auditor for their DWI grant program income in the amount of $1,991.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And as a follow-up action for that DWI Court, they're asking the appropriation of the DWI program income in the amount of $1,991.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 13 for the IT department, this is for the district attorney's office. We're asking approval to enter into a Verizon Wireless customer agreement, DIR contract number DIR TSO 3415, and this is with authorization for our criminal district attorney, Ricardo Rodriguez Jr. to sign Appendix D.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Mr. Longoria?
Item 14, our Community Service Agency.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Jaime Longoria with Community Service Agency.
Morning, sir.
Item A is discussion, consideration, and authorization to request an extension of 90 days to the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs, CSBG contract number 611-6000-2386, with authorization for the county judge or his designee to submit such a request.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item B is discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve Amendment Number 1 to the Texas Veterans Commission Grant Award FVA 16B0333 as recommended by the Community Service Agency Advisory Board with authorization for the county judge to sign all appropriate documents.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, sir. Item 15, Urban County.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Morning, sir.
Marco.
Morning.
Item 15A, number 1, request an exemption from competitive bidding requirements under Texas Local Government Code 262024, A4 for professional engineering services.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2, presentation of the scoring grid for the purpose of ranking by Commissioner's Court of at least 3 professional engineering firms from the county's approved pool as graded and evaluated by the City of Weslaco, Urban County Program, and Hidalgo County Purchasing Department in connection with and funded through Hidalgo County Urban County Program, Year 29, City of Weslaco Water Sewer Improvement Funds. The Cruz Hogan Consultants, 95.67, LNG Consultant Engineers, 94.33, Sigler Winston, Greenwood and Associates, 92.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item number 3, authority to negotiate a professional engineering service contract with the highest ranked firm of Cruz Hogan Consultants, Inc. for a urban county program year 29, City of Weslaco Water and Sewer Improvements Project.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 15B, request an exemption from competitive bidding requirements on the Texas Local Government Code 262024A4 for professional engineering services, construction materials, geotechnical testing services.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2, presentation of scoring grid for the purposes of ranking by CC Commissioner's Court of at least 3 engineering firms from the county's approved pool as graded and evaluated by the City of Acangeno Urban County Program and Hidalgo County Purchasing Department in connection with and funded through Hidalgo County Urban County Program Year 29, 2016 Grajeno Street Improvement Funds. Rabba Kistner Consultants Incorporated, 98.67, Fulcrum Consultants Inc., 86.67, Earth, 84.3.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 3, authority to negotiate a professional engineering service contract with number 1 ranked firm of Rabba Kistner Consultants Inc. for the provision of material testing services for an Urban County Program Year 29 Grajeno Street Improvements Project.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Items 15C, 1, request an exemption from competitive bidding requirements on Texas Local Government Code 262024, A4 for professional engineering services.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2, presentation of scoring grid for the purposes of ranking by Commissioner's Court of at least 3 engineering firms from the county's approved pool as graded and evaluated by the City of Acangeno Urban County Program, Hidalgo County Purchasing Department in connection with and funded through Hidalgo County Urban County Program Year 29 Grajeno Street Improvement Funds. Hinojosa Engineering Inc., 95, Landtech Inc., 90.33, Terracon Consultant Engineers, 88.67.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 3, authority to negotiate a professional engineering services contract with number 1 ranked firm of Hinojosa Engineering Inc. For the provision of engineering services of the Urban County Program Year 29 Grajeno Street Improvements.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 15D, subject to HB 1295 compliance, the Urban County Program on behalf of the City of Progreso is requesting approval of a best and final negotiated contract for professional engineering services with Les Cambra, LLC, DBA Fulcrum Consulting Services in the amount of $24,266 utilizing CDBG fiscal year 29 Progreso Street Improvements Funds.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2, requesting approval of work authorization number 1, Progreso Street Improvements Project in the amount $24,266.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 15E, subject to HB 1295 compliance, requesting authority to purchase fire station equipment through the county's membership participation with 5 boards awarded vendor Casco Industries, Inc., contract 43213, in the amount of $30,012.37 for the Sullivan City Fire Department fiscal year 2016.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 15F, subject to HB 1295 compliance, the Urban County Program on behalf of the City of West Laco is requesting approval of best and final negotiated contract for construction and materials testing services with Rabba Kistner Consultants, Inc. in the amount of $37,018.14, utilizing CDBG fiscal year 28 West Laco Water Sewer Improvement Funds.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2, requesting approval of work authorization number 1, West Laco Waterline Improvements Project in the amount of $37,018.14.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 15G, subject to HB 1295 compliance, the Urban County Program on behalf of the City of Petcouch is requesting approval of best and final negotiated contract for professional engineer services with Les Cambria LLC DBA Fulcrum Consulting Services in the amount of $27,070, utilizing CDBG fiscal year 26 Petcouch Street Improvement Funds.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2 is requesting approval of work authorization number 1, Petcouch 2013-2014 amended street improvements project in the amount of $27,070.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Barco.
Thank you, sir. Item 16, our Head Start program.
No action, Judge, on item 16. Actually, no action on for both of them.
17
Item 16A, Head Start. Item 17, Judge, would be the next one. We do have our WIC director in the audience. Lisa?
Morning.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Clarissa Ramirez, Hidalgo County WIC Program. Here to present on item 17A. 1, requesting approval to accept the FY17 Department of State Health Services DSH's contract number 2017-049851-001 award in the amount of $12,300,469 for the period of October 1st, 2016 through September 30th, 2017.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
2, requesting approval for county judge to sign the signature page document for Department of State Health Services contract number 2017-049851-001.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
3, requesting approval for county judge to sign the Fiscal Federal Funding Accountability and Transparency Act for fiscal year FY17.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Item 19, Precinct 4.
Judge, I'm going to ask Mr. Cruz to present item 19.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners. Item 19A, A, and B is approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor and appropriation of those funds into the Precinct 4 road maintenance program in the amount of $142,011.20. This is a reimbursement for the J09 project.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 20A is approval of ACH payment to the Department of Health and Human Services via pay.gov for the county's 2016 Affordable Care Act transitional reinsurance fee of $184,329.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 20B, 1A and B is approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor and appropriation of those funds into Precinct 1 road maintenance program in the amount of $70,597.75.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioners.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Item 21, purchasing.
Martha Salazar, Purchasing Department. Item 21A1, award and acceptance of contract document to sole bidder meeting all specifications and requirements for the request for bid titled Punched and Drawn Biaxial Geogrid Reinforcement Material. 16 packets were distributed. One sole qualifying bid was received. That is Geo Solutions Austin. We recommend approval.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
A2, we need action first pursuant to legal notice 2 recommending waiver of formality and technicality to accept the bid page submitted by ARB Fire Protection, that's the vendor, which displays the bid page from a previous bid eventually rejected, and no changes on that same document. However, they submitted that as their new bid, as it is in the best interest of Hidalgo County to do so. I recommend.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
On B is presentation of the bids received for the purpose of award and responsible vendor submitting the lowest and best bid. This is for fire extinguishers, equipment, and maintenance services. This is 11 packets were distributed, 2 bids received. ARB Fire Protection, as we just took action on A, is our recommendation.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 3 is presentation and action for the updated and modified procurement templates as reviewed and approved as to form by legal counsel, the DA Civil Section, including but not limited to all the ones you see posted, which may also include options in accepting required copies with originals, such as either CDs or USBs. I need action on that.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
The next one is requesting rescission of the items on previous county commissioners' meeting agendas authorizing publication of bids. Since you just approved the new packets, that is why we're requesting those items 1 through 4. And that would be including the authority to re-advertise them with the new packets that you just approved.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item B1, Precinct 1, pursuant to Hidalgo County's exiting elected official policy, requesting approval of the following requisitions and/or PO increases for Commissioner Precinct 1, as they are stated on the agenda.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2 is recommending by project engineer Lefevre Engineering and Management Consulting LLC to award the base bid to the responsible vendor submitting the lowest and best bid for all, and that also includes meeting all specifications and requirements, and subject to compliance with HB 1295 and SAM.gov for the following 4 FEMA projects as listed. The first project is Asago Construction, 164-927-97. Second one is, and the first one was number 362. The second one is number 363, also Asago Construction, $234,213.30. Item 3 is project number 364, Asago Construction, $143,045.30. And project 4, project number 361, Asago Construction, $168,337.57.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And pursuant to Texas Local Government Code 262-023, and in the interest of expediting the project's progress, we're requesting approval for that precinct commissioner assign Raul Lozano to sign and execute change orders that involve less than $50,000 or less in no event to exceed the change order statutory limits. The original contract price may not be decreased by 18% or more without the current contractor's approval. The consent.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Precinct 3, acceptance and approval to execute the final form of professional engineering agreement with Javier Hinojosa Engineering. That is for road and bridge drainage improvements and all other related projects in general for Precinct 3 as approved for negotiations on September the 6th, subject to compliance with House Bill 23 and 1295, when and if applicable.
Move for approval.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2, requesting approval to process the following invoice as a claim with authority for county auditor to issue payment after review processing procedures are completed. That is to Frontera Materials. It's a 2014 bill in the amount of $541.08. What happened here was that there was a expiration of one contract. There There was a lack of time in between the approval of the new contract. There is a concern by the auditor, but I do know that they were ordered. It was inadvertent and unintentional, and so I do recommend and support.
Even though
the
it's 2 years
approval.
old, right?
It's 3 years old.
3 years old, yeah. Move
It's
for
2 years
approval.
old. I'm sorry, you're correct too.
Yeah, move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
D4, D is for Precinct 4, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements under 62024A4 professional service.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Presentation of the scoring grid for the purposes of ranking by Commissioners Court. That is for the pool of professional engineering services for the continuation of Sunflower Park Project, South Texas Infrastructure Group 98, Peña Engineering LLC 95, and NTEC Engineers Incorporated 93. Does the court wish to rank them in the order of their scores?
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item C is authority for purchasing department to negotiate a professional engineering services agreement commencing with the number 1 ranked firm of South Texas Infrastructure Group LLC.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, motion carries.
Item 2 is acceptance and approval of change order 7 to extend the term of the additional 30 days under the agreement number 072A with Keurig Enterprises LLC DBA Foremost Construction, as recommended by project architect Mata Garcia. This will be subject to paperwork being corrected. There is some missing amounts on the paperwork, but I am recommending that it's subject to that paperwork being corrected.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 3, this is for Precinct 2 also, as directed by Precinct, requesting rescission of action taken on May 25th, regular agenda item 54765, selection and ranking authority to negotiate with the number 1 selected firm of Mata Garcia Architects for architectural services, in which no final form of agreement was reached with Brewster Park.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
For item E, this is Sheriff's Office, approval to amend a previous sole source declaration for Spillman Technologies to include the entire existing suite of comprehensive software and hardware solutions for all future hardware, software, and maintenance purchases in order to operate and maintain their law enforcement system, such as, but not limited to, driver's license, scanning solution, computer-aided dispatch, and records management system, and uniform crime reporting.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item D, approval to purchase and upgrade to the existing uniform crime reporting software as quoted by Spillman to include the TX IBR NIBRS software and installation in the amount of $83,033.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
For countywide, we have acceptance and approval of the sole response received and meeting all specifications and requirements. This is for concrete mix delivery and pickup services. This is 7 packets were distributed. 1 sole bid was received, Cemex. This is a benefit to Hidalgo County as we are getting lower pricing with this new contract.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
The next one is presentation of the sole responsible vendor submitting the lowest and best bid for Hidalgo County as it relates to CRS2 cationic rapid setting emulsified asphalt. We had 9 packets distributed, 3 bids were received. Ergon is our recommended awarded vendor, and it is lower pricing also.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Under open forum, did anyone sign up?
Yes, sir, we do have 2 participants. Our first participant is Ms. Opal Billman. As always, I'll remind the audience to please respect the speaker's time at the podium. There's a 3-minute time limit. I will advise when there's 1 minute left. Ms. Billman?
Thank you. My name is Opal Billman. Divorce is the legal ending of a valid marriage and requires a fair and legal settlement of jointly owned property between the 2 owners. Instead of a division between Joe and me of our community property, the court combined our community property between the 2 of us permanently. The court incorporated and started selling all of it. That would be insider trading. Joe and I have sold none of our property. Investors in the corporations are claiming to be owners of our private, income-producing, debt-free, undivided community property. They are not. They are flim-flammed. In other words, deceived. The frontage of Lot 184 North John H. Sherry has been commercialized. Stores have been built on land that still belongs to Joe and me. I want them closed down immediately and removed. Joe and I have borrowed no money, but banks are lending huge sums of money to bank borrowers and placing liens on our community property for payment. That is a transparent land grab. When I called this to the attention of the banker as unlawful, I was told the bank, the banker, and all clients were insured with a title policy. I have never stepped inside a bank and observed a sign that read, "Deposits are insured by a title policy." The sign I read is FDIC, Federal Insurance Deposit Corporation. Difference between a title policy and the FDIC is the title policy is privately owned business. The FDIC is we, the taxpayers. To buy or sell any part of our community property requires 4 signatures. Mine and the estate of Joe Billman's 3 owners. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our second presenter is Rosie Tijerina.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Today I'm here just to say thank you for approving of the for the construction of Cooley Road in Donna. We're finally seeing it get done, and that's why I'm here just to say thank you, Commissioner Cuellar. You did a great job at listening to our command, our pleas. I know that road had have been there for. Well, at least wanted it to get repaired for more than 20 years, and finally this year, hopefully we see it get done. And my purpose here is just for that, just to thank you all for passing that approval. And I know that sometime in September I came and there was nothing done yet, but that's already started. We've seen the first step is putting the drainage, and it's getting there and it's done. So we're just so excited about it and hoping to see the results in a few, months. And again, just to say thank you to all of you. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Hands to you. It can be done. Thank you.
All right, pursuant to...
Judge, I think...
Yes.
Under the same time limit.
Yeah. Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. I'm Orlando Ortega, the community organizer for Lupin Precinct 1. Just here to thank Commissioner Cuellar for accepting our invitation on Friday at 6:30 to the San Juan office for the Junta General. And we just want to, express our gratitude to him. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. At this time, pursuant to Section 551, 071, 072, and 087 of the Texas Government Code, I need a motion to proceed to executive session.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We'll be in executive session.
Okay.
We're back from executive session.
Right. Open session. So, Commissioner, under item 25, open session. 25A, real estate acquisition appropriation for same, there's no action to be taken. 25B, pending and or potential litigation, there is no action to be taken. 25C, there is no action to be taken. And that would be economic development negotiations, Project Red River. 25D, there is no action. And for the record, that's economic development negotiations, Project River Crossing. 25E, claim of Francisco Navarro. Judge Commissioners, I'd like to refer back to item 24A and B. Item 24, I'm requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements under Texas Local Government Code Section 262-0248 for a professional service for the provision of legal services representation in connection with litigation. Do you have a motion to that effect?
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
24B, I'm requesting engagement with the firm of Preston Henriksen for the provision of legal services representation in connection with litigation and authority to submit letter of engagement, subject compliance with House Bill 1295, and that is specific to item 25E, claim of Francisco Navarro.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Commissioners, there is no need to go back into close, and therefore item 27 would be moot under open session. Before we adjourn, just as a matter of record, our next Commissioners Court session will be November 15th. November 15th. We are not having court next week, November 8th.
Move to adjourn.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.